Well, good evening and God bless all you kind, wonderful folks. And Johnny B back here and back in the request queue business. And thanking all my dear friends who've requested songs for their patience. Lee, thank you for your lovely text just now. I appreciate you so much. You're still in the queue. I know you've got another song or two out there. I hadn't done all the ones you requested. Still working on them. But tonight, it's just cycled back around to Patricia Martin has risen back to the front of the queue again. And gonna do another song, Patricia, you requested. I have to say it scares me slap to death. And now you're right up there with Julia in terms of picking songs that are so hard to do, I don't even know how to. See, it's got my throat all scared too. But y'all know my philosophy. The worst I can ever do is fail miserably. So I'm just going to try it on out there. Don't worry if you don't understand it. It's a Blankenship thing. But what an incredible song. Arguably the most beautiful love song ever written. Certainly one of the most beautiful ever written. Written by a Scottish folk singer, songwriter, composer, poet, activist, Ewan MacColl in the year 1957. He wrote it for his future bride, Peggy Seeger, a young American folk singer, 20 years his junior. Yeah, she's a relative of Pete Seeger. And he wrote it for her, and they later became a couple after his first marriage, and it was her first with him. And she moved to Great Britain and United Kingdom, and they became a popular folk duo there. And in 1957, same year he wrote this song, they released it on an album, and it was a true folk song, very much like many folk songs of the era in terms of tempo and pace and so forth. But within that kind of fast folk song flavor it had with these beautiful lyrics, and I call it almost hidden, this incredible melody. Other folk groups recognized immediately the brilliance of the song, the beauty of it, and it was covered by the Kingston Trio, Peter, Paul, and Mary, the Chad Mitchell Trio, the Brothers Four, Gordon Lightfoot. It was in 1969, that a fledgling artist, Roberta Flack, included it on her first album after she made her first record deal with Atlantic Records. And she included the song there, and she so changed the song. Let me just describe it real simply. The original song was 2.5 minutes long. Roberta Flack's version was almost 5.5 minutes long, well over twice as long. She so slowed the tempo and enhanced the melody of this song that this thing became this beautiful, melodic love ballad that was just incredible, especially with her voice. And so it was on her album. The producers wouldn't release it as a single because it was too long. But amazing how things happen. Clint Eastwood's driving down the LA freeway in Los Angeles and hears her song on the radio. He calls her up at her home in Alexandria, Virginia, and cuts a deal for $2,000 to let him play the song in his upcoming movie, Play Misty for Me. He told Roberta Flack that there's only one scene in the whole movie that has true, absolute love, and I want this song, your version, in it. And she says, well, don't you want me to re-record it and shorten it? It's too long. He goes, no, it's not. And so he used the version right off her album. And her deal for $2,000 wasn't a bad deal at all, because the popularity of the movie launched the popularity of the song and launched Roberta Flack's career. It made Atlantic Records rethink the deal, because after compromising with Roberta to trim about a minute off of it, they released it as a single. And in 1972, it went straight to #1. Ended up the #1 song of the year on the Billboard charts. It was #1 in many other charts in many other parts of the world too. And yeah, it's just incredible. So Pat, I agree with you. And it's amazing how this song has stood the test of time. I was sitting here humming it earlier, trying to get ready for this little recording, and my son Ben's girlfriend in her mid-30s says, is that what I think it is? And she named the song. I said, yes. Oh, I love that song. I love it. So it's stood the test of time, and it's certainly deserving of that. I just hope and pray I can do a halfway decent job for you, Patricia. Love you. The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless sky, my love. To the dark and the endless sky. And the first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move within my hands, like the trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love, that was there at my command. And the first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I know our joy would fill the earth and last to the end of time, my love, and last to the end of time. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face, your face. There you have it. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you all.